Welcome in, everybody, to the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and I am being joined by the caveman of the Midwest, and that's Flex. What's up, buddy?
Hey, that coffee's really hitting you, man.
Woo!
He said, welcome, everybody,
to the main event.
And the main event that is the Craft Beer Republic.
Yeah, that's right. And we are your main attraction of the main event. Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at Flex Me Beer _ brother. In between. It's going to be a lot of brothers tonight.
So much emphasis.
So much on the underscores. Like, don't forget the underscores. Anyways, sorry. All that good stuff. We got a lot to get to tonight. I have a fresh new beer that I'm excited to talk about.
Ooh.
Ooh, sorry, I got a fresh new beer. Ooh,
Beer, yeah.
I got a lot of booze news to get to. We got a voicemail from the homie Chew Your Beer.
Okay.
And I made something that I can't wait to tell everybody about in honor of
Oh, yes. I almost wish you would have surprised me with this.
Sorry, I mean, there's not much. It's not the most pod-friendly surprise. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
It's still pretty neat.
I'm very
can't
very excited for it. So anyways, before we get any further, let me do a little hydration over here. I am drinking Fall Brewing Company in collaboration with Harland Brewing. I like the little can art. This is Conflict of Interest. It is a West Coast IPA. It is 6.66%.
Ooh.
Right? And it has a 3.97 on Untapped. From the brewery, they say, we placed a couple of calls to our friends over at Harland Beer to come brew with us. After many conversations and no ulterior motives whatsoever, we landed on a new age retro, clearly unfiltered India Pale Ale. Coming in at 6.66% ABV, we didn't only make a deal with Harland, if you catch our drift. We overloaded it with all sorts of hops like Citra Cryo, Citra Dyna Boost, New Zealand Cascade, Nectaron, bringing brilliant notes of juicy peach, red berries, pineapple, tangerine, and pine. That was a lot. That was like Stone wrote this.
Yeah, red berries for like West Coast. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, look at this thing. It's definitely like an unfiltered Westie.
Yeah, you know? It's a little foggy, but you can still kind of see it's...
Right, I can see my hand coming through.
It's not hazy, right.
Exactly, not hazy. On the old sniffer, the pine comes through. So does some of the juiciness, like the peach. It's a very interesting
another
combination.
one, the peach on a West Coast. That's what blew my mind.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm liking the tongue jobber here. Oh, wow. This drinks, I think the best way to describe it would be like a juicy IPA. You get the fruit and the juice. There's that word again. Take a shot. And the juiciness of a hazy, but it's finishes very dry and a little dank like a Westie. It's really like a best of both worlds situation.
What's the bitterness like on that?
It's more bitter, obviously, than a hazy would be. No IBUs are listed, so I don't know the official bitterness, but you're definitely getting it, especially on the back of the dryness and the dank. You get some of that bittering with it too. But real crushable, 6.66%.
6.66, yeah.
Drinks like a slightly hazy pale ale. It's so easy to go down. The dryness helps.
And a 3.97 for a West Coast on Untapped, that's basically like a 5.
Right. The Haze Bros didn't shit all over it.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah. So this is good. I would definitely drink this again. I was lucky enough. They had this at TJ's, at Trader Joe's, which is
no kidding.
Yeah. Trader Joe's, they do a good job of two things. One, having some local craft beer. This is down in San Diego, so not too far from us. And also my favorite thing is you can break apart the 4 and 6 packs all you want. And you can just like grab one can and go buy it if you want to try something.
See, our Trader Joe's, they have decent beer, but not good enough beer that would make me want to do that.
Oh, okay.
But their tortilla chips are the best tortilla chips I've ever had in my life.
The blue corn?
Yeah, no, not the blue corn. It's like the white bag with the blue writing on it.
Oh,
and they're
okay.
like not hint of lime, but they have some lime. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They're the fucking
The
best,
wine
though.
ones. Yes.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. Our Trader Joe's out here, they do a good job with the wine and the beer, having some local selections.
Nice.
And I always find, Enegren even though Enegren's just down the street from me, but like, if I'm at the grocery store, I need a.
It's fun
lager.
to see. And it's like, oh, hey, I haven't had that in a while. And
Yeah.
you pick it up.
Exactly. Or like these guys, like fall will drop something and all of a sudden it shows up at Trader Joe's and low commitment, perfect example. I'm going to talk a little bit of shit. Brewery X out here. They're the ones that like pretended to buy Modern Times for 5 minutes and then backed out.
Okay.
Some of their beer is really good and some of it leaves a little to be desired. Their beers are so hit and miss. Like I'll have one where it's like, oh my God, these guys fucking nailed it. And then the next one's like, what happened here, guys?
Well, especially because then it gets you excited to get that next one,
Right. And it's like you not only did you make this and then attempt to sell us, you spent the time and money to put this in a can. You must have had a quota to meet.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But the nice thing is they always have Brewery X at TJ's, so I can just get a can and it's not a big commitment. So
awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
What else I like about Harlan? I like their logo. It's just a really neat looking H.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
Erica has a hat, and every time she posts it, I comment on it how much I like her hat.
You're a hat guy.
I love hats, but I also refuse to buy like brewery hats of beer, like breweries I've never had before.
Sure, same.
So I like the hat so much. It's not like I can even go to like if they had like an online shop, be like, hey, Harlan, I like your hat. I'm gonna buy it.
Right.
But yeah, really cool logo, really cool hat.
It's kind of like it's like buying a concert tee for a concert you didn't go to.
Right.
It's one thing to have a band tee, but to have like something from that tour, it's like.
Yeah, like a tour shirt for.
Yeah. Reunion tour 04. Like, oh, which one were you at? Oh, none of them.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, no, I just like the shirt.
Yeah, it's just a cool shirt. Never even seen them in live, actually. Yeah, it's weird. So,
super poser.
Right, exactly. So anyways, this one's delicious. Conflict of interest. Go find it. It doesn't drink like a Westie. I should have had my wife try this. That's the ultimate test of does it drink like a Westie or not.
Probably sleeping right now.
I think so. She's sleeping off that 2 beer buzz. Yeah, nothing worse than having 2. Was this before the show or during the show when I mentioned this?
It was before the show.
Yeah, we were Flex and I were talking before we started rolling, and my friend was in town and her kid was having his birthday.
You said best friend.
Best friend. My best friend.
In case she listens, she needs to know.
She does need to know. And kid's birthday. So we went over for a little bit before we recorded and did the worst thing ever as an adult, which is you have like 2 beers and then stop drinking for a couple hours. You just fucking fall asleep, man. Nighty night.
It's the absolute pits.
Yeah. It didn't happen when I was 24. Drink and stop and drink and stop. And now that I'm 28, it's a real problem.
Oof.
Yeah. Anywho. Shout out to our top listening city last week, which was again Pennington, New Jersey. Man, these New Jerseyans.
Man, New Jersey loves us.
Yeah, love the people, hate the laws.
Yeah, that guy's a dick.
Yeah, what's his name? Phil. Fuck you, Phil.
No, I don't like him so much. I don't even remember his name.
Smart. That was a smart way to do it. All right, I teased it before. I created something for Flex. In fact, I was inspired by intern Brian to make this. He hit me up. He has a couple of Trillium beers that he got his hands on. Was like, hey, you want me to save a can or 2 for you? And I was like, dude, that would be dope as fuck. Thank you very much. And I would love to share those with you.
Ridiculously expensive beers, by the way.
That's what started this. And he goes, yeah, they don't quite fit the algorithm. So I said, less than $25 a 4-pack. And I think one of them was like 28 and the other one was 31 for a 4-pack.
That's not far off from what they sell them here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seems like they're just expensive no matter where
they're
you
like
go.
$24.99, $25.99, $27.99.
Yeah. And so he obviously said doesn't fit the algorithm. We started talking about the algorithm. And I thought, I wonder if I can make a real algorithm. So with a few hours of my time and some assistance from ChatGPT,
Jesus.
I made the Flex should I buy this beer or not algorithm. It takes into account can art, price, and ABV, the 3 pillars of Flex's algorithm.
So how do you do the can art again? because I did click on the link.
Okay. So when you go to the link, so anyways, it's craftbeerrepublic.com/algorithm. If you guys want to check it out, it's there. Please check it out. It's not on the website. Like, you have to go to that .com.
Oh, so it's like a separate. Okay.
It's hidden right now because it's still sort of in beta. It's still kind of ugly. I haven't made it look pretty yet, but the math is finally working, it seems like. So you guys go check it out. Let me know if it actually works. Craftbeerrepublic.com/algorithm. Anyways, you rate your beer on can art, 1 to 10, 0 to 10, something like that. And then you put in what the price is for a 4-pack. And if you only buy 1 can, just multiply it by 4, please. Don't make this harder on me. And then you also put in what the ABV is. And I've set up the algorithm. In short, the artwork is worth up to 30 points. The ABV is worth up to 30 points. And the price is worth up to 40 points. I put a little more weight on the price because I feel like you're a little more price heavy.
I think that's exactly what I do.
So anyways, there's some math equations that happen behind the scenes when you put in your rating and your prices and your ABV and all that. And then I had ChatGPT make some images that, based on whatever score you get a very like Midwest/Wisconsin image. Like, for one of the ones I remember is like, not good, throw it back in the old lake. Another one is not good enough to put on my polka playlist.
That's super Midwest. My goodness.
I forget what the good ones are. Those are just the two
feel
bad ones.
seen right now.
Yeah. So anyways, you get a little image. And if you put in your email address, like, it'll send you your score after the fact, and then I'll spam the shit out of you for the rest of your life. So if you guys are bored, go check it out. craftbeerrepublic.com/algorithm. And you could be in the store. You could just be putting in that shit, and it would tell you right there, is Flex going to buy this or not? So yeah, it's good times. Why should I worry about planning for my trip like my wife told me to, when I could be making Flex's algorithm once and for all?
I think this is so genius and so brilliant. And it's like, it's not even my birthday.
It's a late birthday present.
Like, this is amazing.
And so after I came up with it, like, I sent it back to intern Brian. Was like, all right, this inspired me. I said, go give it a try. And he tried it. He's basically my beta tester. He was like, I would do this a little differently, and the math on this was kind of weird. And so, like, I totally reworked it again, and we got it going a little bit better. And so, yeah, it's good times. I'm so dumb.
Okay, I just did the current beer I'm doing now.
Oh, does it fit the algorithm?
I don't know, because I lost it already. Oh, found it.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll share it in a little bit.
Yeah. It'll be fun. Share it a little bit when we talk about the beer. So go check it out. Anyways, speaking of beer, doing any good research lately?
Oh my God. I'm trying to think. Not too much research. Okay. But so there's a Thursday night football game on this past week, as most Thursdays are in the NFL season. And I had no beer in the house. I've been trying really hard to control my urges.
Got it.
But I said, man, I really need some beer. My local grocery store is terrible. They have a terrible selection of beer, which is mind blowing. It's a bummer because other stores of the same company that I've seen or worked at carry better selections. So I'm not sure why this one is
that store specifically.
Right. It's just so like dwindled down. Believe it or not, there was a 12-pack of Hazy Little Thing.
Oh, all right.
And it was on sale for like $3 off the 12-pack. What a really good, decent beer, like a fridge beer.
Yeah. I mean, it's solid.
Like 100% completely underrated.
I agree.
And that I had like 5 of them that night. And I tell you what,
it's like 7.5%.
No, it's 6.7.
Okay.
But still,
yeah,
you have enough of those.
Right. It'll add up.
Right. And I tell you what, if I would have had a 6, we might have had a little bit of an issue. But man, like, they just go down so well. Yeah,
they really do. That is, out here, it's a little more everywhere because it's Sierra Nevada. They're from California. A lot of times when you go to like the bars that have a shit beer selection, the ones that used to at least have a Sierra Nevada Pale on tap, nowadays they always have the Hazy Little Thing on tap, it seems like. So that is a solid go-to for me. I'll just be at some shitty bar. It's like, oh, you got a Hazy Little Thing? Yeah, I'll drink the shit out of that. That is nothing wrong with that beer.
And what sparked my mind, like a thought in my mind was, this beer tastes better than half of the beers that claim they're hazy IPAs.
Yeah.
And they aren't.
Yeah, it's true.
Like it's that, I don't want to say, it is that good. There, I'll say it. It's that good.
It's an extremely solid, very able to be your go-to beer if you're at a place that doesn't have a great beer selection. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
I didn't feel bad about buying it either. Like a 12-pack of craft beer, it was like $17.99 or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Less than $2 a can.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Yeah. I will say I recently tried I think it's called like Cool Little Thing. I don't know if you've seen those cans.
Is that the orange can?
No, it was like blue and aqua, I think. I had never seen it before. I picked it up earlier this week and I thought, I like a hazy little thing. Let's see if Cool Little Thing's good. And I thought it was going to be a cold IPA. It's not. It's just an IPA with all cryo, and it's supposed to be hazy. It was clear as fuck.
No.
And it was fine. It was just nothing good. I was like, man, really slapping a name on something and hoping that'll carry you.
Right. So, I mean, the orange can I just remembered is Juicy Little Thing.
Okay.
I have not had that one, but they do have a Cosmic Everything. I think it's called Cosmic Everything or Cosmic Little Thing. One of those.
Sounds familiar-ish.
It's a black can. This is a newer variety for them. That one to me is just like it's an IPA.
Oh, okay. If you see, I think it's a pink can, Wild Little Thing.
That's the sour, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that one's pretty all right.
That's a pretty great summer lake beer.
That is a pretty all right beer.
Yeah. Like anytime we see that, we're heading up to the lake or we're going to a pool party or something, couple of sixers of those.
That was in their Costco pack a couple of years ago. It was the Wild Little Thing, the Hazy Little Thing, and then the what's the 9.5er?
Oh, it's like double little thing or something. Big little thing.
Hazy big thing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it had that in it. So
that's a good multi-pack.
It was a super solid multi-pack.
Yeah. That's pretty solid right there.
I didn't hate it. And my wife bought it for me too, which made it even better.
Right. It could have been garbage. Like, honey, I love it.
Right.
Best beer I've ever had.
That's like when my mom bought me that beer for my birthday, and a couple weeks later I saw her and she's like, "Oh, how are those beers?"
So good.
I said one was actually pretty decent, and I said, and one was almost a year old. And
one was almost walking.
And she was, she was very apologetic about it. And I said, look, to normal people, it's not like first thought to, hey, check the born on date or check, if it has a Best Buy date. But yeah, she was, I let her off lightly.
Right. No, people don't know.
Yeah, people don't
shit
know.
on the bottom of this can. Like,
people aren't snobs.
Yeah, the one I'm drinking is from August 6th. Not bad.
Yeah, and I think, let's see if this one has it. Nope, the beer I'm drinking, no date. Maybe on a different can.
Oh, there you go.
But it's all small batch, so it can't be too old.
True. Fingers crossed. Well, speaking of small batch, speaking of the beer you're drinking, speaking of the algorithm, let's fucking ask the question.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Okay, so today Flex is drinking, as I need to clear my throat, the Cashmere Sweater from 1840 Brewing Company.
I'm hard.
I knew you would be. I had these guys, I don't know, a month or so ago with their anniversary IPA.
Yeah.
That was the 7 hops for 7 years. So this is a double IPA.
It was called 7 C's?
Yes, it was. You're so smart.
Let me go.
What a memory. So this one is a double IPA. It is hop bursted and then double dry hopped, and it is all cashmere hops. It is hop bursted and double dry hopped with Michigan grown cashmere hops. Hop bursting, or adding all hops after the boil, is a technique that maximizes hop flavor and aroma while adding little bitterness.
It's raining hops.
Here they recently added more hops to it. So on Untapped, this has 3.2 thousand, or 3.2 thousand at That's how you say it. Ratings 4.20. It's a banger. The can says, look for notes of apricot, orange marmalade, overripe melon, and canned peaches.
Apricot?
We'll have that discussion another day. So before I drink all this beer, because I almost drank all of it already, this color is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
It is pale straw yellow. It's hazy. You can't see through it. It's my special Super Bowl 31 glass.
Nice.
When the Packers beat the Patriots. All the lacing. I don't know if you could see all that lacing on there.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very sexy. Very sexy
lacing.
beer. This beer, I've had it multiple times before. And the reason I bought it is because 1840 recently started canning their beers in the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months. So they used to do the stubby bottles.
Right. I like those things.
Super duper expensive per bottle.
I'm sure.
4 packs of cans, way cheaper.
Oh,
so
well,
we'll start here. These bottles of cashmere sweater used to run like something like $10 a bottle.
Jesus.
For a 16-ounce bottle. This 4-pack, $15.99.
Okay.
Fucking steal.
Much better.
So after those details, now we'll get more into this, the beer itself, right? On the schnoz, there's a wicked amount of apricot, a little bit of that orange marmalade, but it is a lot of that overpowering apricot scent, which is delicious.
Yeah.
So then
Fucking make a candle out of that.
Warm up the old tongue jabberoonie or the Zolgenjabber.
Oh, fuck. I got to get that ready.
All right, here we go.
Talk about getting ready.
So this beer is so stupid. It really is. The pillowy softness of this beer, it's like, it's a dream. It's like not even real. The carbonation is like low to none, but it's just enough to like spritz on your tongue. The apricot is crazy present. So much more of that orange marmalade comes through. Not too much, a little bit of that melon, not too much of the peach, but this is just like, it is a top-notch beer, probably one of the best beers made in the state, if not the best beer that's made year round. And now that it's not $10 a bottle,
right,
I'm happy to say that it fits my algorithm. So the can is orange. It's my favorite color. And the cashmere sweater logo is a play on Seinfeld.
Oh, I love it.
So if you see that, I don't know if you could see that very well. So it's simple. It's fun. Their logo itself it's like a turtle. That's a barrel. I don't know if you could see that there too.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a really simple, but well done can. So now we'll get into the algorithm, right?
Yes, please. Please.
So I rated this 1 to 10 can art. I did it an 8.
Okay.
Right? Because it's nothing over the top. It's just really well done. It's simple but great. The ABV is 8%, so you can't go wrong. Especially at a what price? $15.99 for the 4-pack.
That's pretty sweet.
So we're looking at a $4 can of beer. The algorithm, which I don't know if I agree with this.
Oh.
A 74.01 out of 100.
Okay.
So that's not terrible.
No, that's not terrible.
Right? I would probably consider it more of like an 80 out of 10. I don't know what would get that there.
Here's the thing. With the algorithm, you can't think of it like in the traditional like A, B, C, D, F, where like 90 and above is an A and 80 and above is B. It's not quite the same. So I think anything over an 85 gets you top marks.
Okay.
And then I think anything over 70 to 85 or to 84 is, next one down.
Okay. Well, either way, I would say it's a passing grade. It said, the picture was funny. It said, pretty darn fasty, eh? And it just has a bunch of pictures of beer and cheese and there's a fork and yeah, I don't know. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'd say people should have a really good time with this. And then maybe rate the beer after as well. Like say this one, it was a 74.01 out of 100.
Yeah.
I would probably do like a 90 out of 100. after drinking it, like with how it tastes and whatnot.
That's actually a good idea to add to it. I should put a thing in there for you to put what you think it deserves out of 100 versus the Flex algorithm.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that because the algorithm essentially is grading or judging on if you should buy the beer.
Exactly.
Right. It's not necessarily.
And it's also based on Wisconsin pricing.
Wow.
Here's what I did. I set the baseline of a 4-pack at $16.
Okay. That's pretty legit.
Yeah. I figure, $4 a beer, that's got to be pretty decently priced. So if it goes lower than that, if you're at $12 a beer, high marks. If you get into the 20s, you're dropping some points.
I think that works.
So I just did mine while you were talking. I ran mine through the algorithm. I don't remember the price. I guessed at the price, but I got a decent, but won't make the POCO playlist at about 63. Was it? Oh, 63.65. So little low on the Flex algorithm, but in my heart, it's a little higher. Also, $16 4-packs are a little rarer out here in California.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but I still like it.
But hey, this was fun.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I hope people have a fun time with it.
Go try the algorithm, everybody.
I'm going to do it on everything now. I'm going to bookmark it.
Also, this will be a good way to see who can spell or not. Algorithm. craftbeerrepublic.com/algorithm.
I nailed it.
Yeah, good job. I always used to think there was a Y in algorithm. There is not, everybody.
You would think there should be. It's like
seems like there should be. Yeah.
Fun word, fun letter.
Exactly. So, and since I didn't have this ready earlier.
Zungenjobber.
There it is.
Got it.
All right. Before we get on to a little bit of news here, let's check in with the homie.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yo, what's up, homies? It's Juicier Beer. And I'm going to bring back the conversation of Taco Talk. It's Taco Talk Wednesday. So, we have functions. We have birthday parties, hangouts, or whatever. And unfortunately, I'm always I'm the taco guy, homie. I'm the one making the tacos. I'm the making carne asada. But Greg, you've seen it firsthand. I'm the pozole guy. So in my home, in my family, I'm the taco guy. And unfortunately, I'm sick and tired of being the fucking taco guy. I want to hire a white guy. I love white people food, man. Just like how you go to a Mexican restaurant and you smell the spices and the music, the tequila, the Mexican beers, the salsas, and it makes your mouth water. I know it's making your mouth water because it's kind of making mine. I want that. My exotic food is white people food, man.
I think they call that
you walk into that restaurant, there's no music, it's bland,
Go get a
not the
bloomin'
food,
onion.
nice and quiet. I don't have people yelling in the background. Just quiet. All you hear is utensils hitting their plates, sipping your wine. That's what I want, homie. I want that life, homie. I want the white people guy. I want that guy to come to my house and make me meatloaf, roast beef, lamb chops, stuffed cabbage. Homie, my neighbor's
Stuffed
Polish,
cabbage.
and she brings me plates of stuffed cabbage. It's so delicious.
It's legit
Some
Polish thing,
weird
man.
sausage link with sauerkraut. What the fuck is sauerkraut? I don't know, but it's good. It's
Sour
tangy,
cabbage.
and it's good. I know
Like
it's
fermented
cabbage. I
cabbage.
think it's
Yeah.
pickled cabbage. I love kimchi, so fuck it. Italian food, my bad. That's like Mexican food, homie, without hot sauce. The lasagna, we make lasagna. We just call it enchilada casserole, homie. It's just a little spicy. It's, red sauce, cheese, meat, layered, homie, but we use tortillas instead of pasta.
Not wrong.
We fuck it up with, we're big old Chef Boyardee fans over here, homie. We tear that shit up, homie. Ravioli, homie. Let's go. Anyway,
get whiter than
if you
Chef
got that
Boyardee,
white
right.
guy, people cart guy that can go to your house and make me that stuffed cabbage and that roast beef or that meatloaf or pot roast or what have you, homie, and that mashed potatoes out of an instant box, I want that. I want that.
No,
San Francisco
they're so
treat
good.
rice. I want that 1 minute rice, that Uncle Ben rice, homie. I don't want no Mexican fried rice anymore, homie. I want that Uncle Ben, homie. Give me some Uncle Ben. I want to go to your house for Stovetov, Greg. I want to go to your house, and then we're going to go to Flex's house so I can have it twice. Just like in the commercials, homie.
Hey,
We're
we'll
having
do the
Stovetop,
we'll do
Mom.
the shake and
Let's
bake
go.
for him
All right,
here.
homies, it's Juicier Beer. That was Taco Talk. More like white people talk. I love white people food. I te guacho, pisare.
Maybe we should start like a white people food cart where we just do like smash burgers and mashed potatoes.
Right. I do like the meatloaf idea.
I love a good meatloaf.
Oh, it's so good.
Showing our whiteness right now, but meatloaf is like, if made well, not made by like your mom who can't cook for shit, but if it's made well, it is so good.
So my favorite meatloaf that my wife ever did, it was actually, so like, you know how you usually covered in like the ketchup sauce or like
right.
like Worcestershire and ketchup. And
Yeah.
she did it with a barbecue sauce instead of ketchup.
Yeah,
and
I've
it
done
was
that.
phenomenal.
So I've done 2 twists. I've done the barbecue, loved it, so good. I've also done it with sriracha.
Interesting.
Yeah, that
Was
good
it
too.
Too hot?
I mean, my spice tolerance is through the roof.
Oh, see, mine
So-
is not.
So like to me, sriracha is not spicy.
Oh, it's really hot to me.
It's like, it's like mild salsa to me, sriracha. Like it's not that much. I can pile it on. I like that. One time the wife and I got creative and we made a bacon wrapped meatloaf.
Hey, I have seen that.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie.
How'd you get the bacon crispy around the?
So that's where we fucked up. Like we were like, oh, we'll just like lattice the bacon and then put the meat in there and then shove it in the oven.
Right.
Well, the problem was the meat drippings kept the bacon a little bit uncrispy.
Right.
And so afterwards we were like, fuck, it's still kind of soggy. So we just heated up a pan and like plopped it out of the loaf pan and put it right on top to crisp up the bottom.
Okay. Not a bad
It's not
idea.
how I intended on doing it, but it worked.
I wonder, by the way, I wonder if the weird sausage link he was talking about was just like a brat. Because
Probably.
that's usually like here in Wisconsin, you have a brat, you like top it with sauerkraut. So
Right, exactly. It was a little sour. Okay, here's my weird thing. I like my brats with barbecue sauce.
I don't hate that.
I
don't hate it.
I feel so weird and like naughty when I do it. 'Cause I'm like, I think any German is like about ready to stab me.
Well, that's like
But-
how you're not supposed to put ketchup on a hamburger technically, but I fucking love ketchup on a hamburger.
Oh, I don't do ketchup anymore. Not a ketchup fan really.
Ketchup on hamburgers, it's different for me. Like I don't even eat ketchup for my French fries.
Nope, ranch or barbecue sauce.
So, but something about burgers and ketchup, it just goes so well.
Oh, something about barbecue sauce and brats. I fucking love it.
So at the
Weird.
shop, we do actually honey barbecue brats.
Oh, I'm in.
So it's like the seasoning is already in there. It smells just like barbecue sauce. They're fucking delicious.
Can I pitch something for the shop?
What?
Hot honey barbecue brat.
That would be great, but hot honey is so expensive.
Oh, is it?
Oh, have you not looked at like what is it? There's that like Mike's Hot Honey or something like that.
I never buy that shit.
Oh, it's in the store. It's like $14.99 for like a 6-ounce jar.
Oh, can you just make your own? Just get like honey and then put shit in it?
I don't know. Can you?
Oh, what? How do you think Mike made it? He just bought honey and put shit in it and made it hot.
I don't know. We could look into it.
Yeah,
Not a bad
I'm flying
idea.
out there for that. You let me know. I'm flying out there.
We got the taco brats. We got the honey barbecue. We got the jalapeno cheddar.
Okay, taco
Couple
brat.
of-
Is that just taco seasoning?
They do the pimentos. They do the black olives. We got
Oh, all right.
shredded cheddar cheese in there. A couple other fixins.
That sounds more like an
It's
enchilada
like
brat.
it's like a taco dip brat.
yeah,
like
it's like
that-
a
that's what somebody
7-layer
said.
dip brat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but super good, super popular.
All right. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's like the whitest taco thing I've ever heard.
Well,
Olives and
black olives.
why you gotta get racist?
It would be weird if they were green olives.
That would be a little weird. Yeah, very martini-esque. So, hey, Chew, I'm in, man. You want me to come over and make some fucking hamburgers and mashed potatoes? Let's do this. Flex, come on out. Let's go cook for
I would
the
put
Chew
the
crew.
mashed potatoes on my hamburger. No joke.
I mean, growing up, my favorite thing as a kid, everywhere else I think it's called shepherd's pie, but my mom always called it mashed potato pie. It's just, ground beef, vegetables, and then mashed potatoes.
Isn't shepherd's pie like actually in like a pastry crust though, or like a crust?
Maybe this was not in a pastry crust.
Oh,
Maybe-
then that's not shepherd's pie.
All right. It's got to be the whitest fucking food ever. I'm sure Chew would jizz himself, but like it's so fucking honky. But dude, as a kid, that was my jam. I loved it. Still like it.
I mean, I eat everything. Like when I was a kid, I would I can use mashed potato as a condiment.
Fuck yes.
So like if my mom made chicken for dinner, I would cut up the chicken and scoop my mashed potatoes up with my bit of chicken and then eat it.
Yes.
Pork chops, whatever she made, it was just fucking dipped into the mashed potatoes. And then the first time I went to Mexico, I was so afraid of eating and water and all of that, right? Because, I was 21 and I had no fucking clue.
Well, and we're all told, like, do not drink the water, you will die.
So the resort we were at, they had a lunch buffet. So my lunch and dinner for like 3 straight days consisted of French fries and mashed potatoes. And I would dip my French fries in the mashed potatoes and eat them like that.
It's like almost cannibalism.
Oh, I fucking love potatoes.
I love taters.
I would put mashed potatoes on a baked potato and top it with French fries and eat the shit out of that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad, honestly.
It doesn't sound bad at all.
White as fuck, but it sounds pretty good. All right, if you guys got some taco and or super white people food shit to call in about, or hey, we're a beer show, calling about beer, 805-538-BEER, 2337.
What do you think the whitest person food is?
I don't know. I thought mashed potato pie was pretty fucking white. I mean, hamburgers and hot dogs to me are just white as fuck.
The first thing that crossed my mind was hot dogs.
Yeah.
And like not even like grilling them, just like put it in the microwave for 20 seconds.
Oh, I know. Like as a kid, I did that all the time.
That is the whitest shit to do.
So gross.
And like when my mom started boiling hot dogs when we were kids, that was like mind blowing.
You can cook these?
How much better the hot dogs were boiled for a couple minutes than they were in the microwave. And
but
it made
nothing
it
beats
feel
a grilled one.
Right. That's 100% accurate.
Yeah. Like forever Dodger dog. First of all, I love all the old people. They're like, oh, Dodger dogs are the best. It's like Dodger dogs are fucking garbage. As a Dodger fan, I've said this before, fucking garbage are their Dodger dogs. And for years and years and years, it's all boiled hot dogs, which doesn't do them any favors. Finally, they started grilling them, but only at specific locations in the stadium.
Come on.
So like you'd have like Dodger dog sign, and then the next one would be like Dodger dog grilled, like with the grilled over the Dodger dog. It's like, why don't we fucking grill them all? Who's going to choose boiled? What the fuck is wrong with you? You have it grilled or boiled. You're like, I'm going to go with it boiled. I like my dog dipped in water.
Maybe the boiled will reach somebody's nostalgia like mine. I don't know.
Maybe. Sorry to shit on your hot dog nostalgia, but it's not for me. I need them grilled.
Right. Nothing beats a grilled hot dog.
Yeah, it's the way to go. So Dodgers, get rid of the fucking boiled selection over there. Jesus Christ. The only way to eat a Dodger dog, though, is to get one of the bacon wrapped ones because, like I said before, Dodger dogs are garbage. It's not good hot dogs.
Cover it in bacon?
Yeah, cover it in bacon and make it edible. Like Costco hot dogs are better than Dodger dogs. They're just not good hot dogs. I said it.
Okay.
There it is. All right. Let's do a little news. Quick. First, we got a little news flight. We haven't gotten the paddles out in a while. He's flatlining. Clear. Oh, I feel better. Tilray, who has purchased a bunch of shit from Coors, has closed on Hop Valley Brewing, Terrapin Beer Co., and Revolver Brewing. So 3 of the 4 they were going for, they have now officially closed on.
What was that first one at Hop Valley?
Hop Valley, HOPE.
Not very good.
You know, I had him at a baseball game once in Denver. I was at Coors Stadium.
Because they do like Bubble Stash, right?
I don't know, but I was like, oh, I've never heard of this Hop Valley before. So I grabbed one, not knowing that it wasn't craft and not knowing what it was either. I was like, oh, this is not that great.
No, not that great. No.
And I looked it up later. I was like, oh, it's not even craft. So fine. Firestone Walker is releasing, we have 805 out here. It's like one of the biggest craft beers in California.
Right.
Now they're releasing 805, which is the NA version of 805.
Ugh.
Hard pass. They'll be launching 12-ounce cans, 6-packs in California, Arizona, and Nevada, so you know where to not buy those.
Launch them in gallon jugs, for fuck's sake. They're 0%.
Right. Why do you need to have small little cans?
Good Lord. Put it in your faucet.
Not going to get drunk.
Waste of time.
Waste of fucking, and more than a waste of time, waste of calories, waste of carbs.
Waste of paying somebody to brew it.
Yeah.
Just a complete waste.
Yeah. You don't want to drink alcohol? Go grab a fucking LaCroix or some shit.
SMH, man.
Yeah. Some big breaking news in the craft world. Craft Ohana, which is the owner of Modern Times, is closing their production facility, and they're going to move all Modern Times production over to AleSmith, and they'll be cutting about 57 jobs. This was, I could read all the details, but that's the bulk of it. They're closing down the Modern Times production facility. They're closing down the attached tap room. The other open tap rooms are going to stay open, at least for now. And all brewing is going to be contracted at AleSmith. AleSmith is a great facility. They contract for a ton of people. That's not the weird part. The weird part is, I thought part of why Maui Brewing wanted to buy Modern Times was so they could brew stateside and not have to worry about the shipping.
Yeah, I know that was weird.
Yeah. So anyways, Normal Point Loma location. This article did go on to say that Maui has been brewing at the Colorado-based Avery Brewing facility for their stateside offerings. So I guess Modern Times just wasn't ever able to get shit going. I don't know. It's weird.
That is really weird.
Yeah. So more bad news from Modern Times. In more bad craft news, Weathered Souls, which is the brewery behind the Black is Beautiful stout that came out a few years ago, they have announced they'll be closing. They posted on the gram. It's hard to believe we're saying this, but after 8 unforgettable years, Weathered Souls will be closing its doors on September 22nd. But don't worry, this isn't good. This isn't a goodbye filled with sadness. Instead, it's a celebration of everything we've accomplished together. They went on to say more, but I have to say I'm not terribly surprised. I know one of their big investors left or was trying to sell his part of it. And then Marcus, who's the head brewer / other investor, was sort of on his way out the door too. So not a huge surprise this is happening, but more sad news in the craft world. California is closing the door on hemp-derived THC products. And this means beverages and other things. This does not mean gummies and whatever things you can get at like a marijuana dispensary. This is like the weird loophole where like some things could have enough THC in them to get you a little bit high.
Like legit THC or like the Delta shit?
The Delta shit.
Okay.
Which apparently still had THC in it. Citing concerns over public health, California Governor Gavin Newsom proposed heavy restrictions last Friday on, quote, intoxicating hemp products. Sound like an old white guy. Through an emergency regulation, Newsom proposed removing food and beverage products containing hemp extract from stores within the Golden State. He said in a press release, "We will not sit on our hands as drug peddlers target our children with dangerous and unregulated hemp products containing THC at our retail stores." Say what you want about weed. I don't think it's dangerous.
No, especially when you're still selling alcohol.
Right, exactly.
I mean, come on now.
And things that are full of high fructose corn syrup and all this other shit
and whatever.
Right. Yeah. But hey, this little trace of THC that might get you a little high. This is dangerous. He goes on to say, "We're taking action to close loopholes and increase enforcement to prevent children from accessing these dangerous hemp and cannabis products."
Did he say that right before he went to eat his boiled hot dogs?
Yeah, and drink his fucking Coke with high fructose corn syrup and dye number 86 or whatever's in there. The executive order puts very stringent regulations on hemp-derived THC products, including Delta 8 and Delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol, along with 30 new cannabinoids added to the state's list. To me, this feels like, hey, there's an election year coming up.
But why would you outlaw it if it's an election year, especially in California?
I don't know. Some fucking mom groups got up his ass, and so here he is outlawing shit. Like I said, it's not like the big things. Like, you want to go buy some weed gummies from the weed store, you're good. It's just all like the knockoff weed products.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
When I first saw it, I was like, not my gummies. Like with our trip coming up.
Mama said life was like a box of gummies.
Never know what high to expect. I was talking to the wife the other day, like we're getting ready for this trip, and I was like, fuck, not gonna be able to bring our gummies with us. You know, we've been gone for over a week. The last time we were gone for a week anywhere was Colorado. So we just We got more coming.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you just get more.
Yeah, they throw them at you as you walk off the plane. And, we're going for a week or so, and it's like, what are we going to do? How am I going to sleep at night?
Well, remember the World Cup was in France? And they were doing shits out of cocaine.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm not going to France, but yeah.
Oh, no, that was Oktoberfest last year. That's what it was.
Oktoberfest. Full of cocaine.
Yeah, so I mean, that can't be too far away.
Yeah, we'll see. So hopefully, I did read a bunch of things like, yes, weed is legal. No, don't go into the stores as a tourist. Like, they'll fuck you. Or I'm like, oh man, I just want to go get some Sweepy Time gummies.
They'll fuck you. Oh, okay.
Hard? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. Let's end it on this. Trip to Florida?
Shocker.
Yeah. Drunk Florida man tries to shoot a tree and hits his neighbor's house instead.
Wait, tries to what, a tree?
Shoot. Gun.
That's what
bang,
I thought.
bang.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought you said. Just want to make sure.
I like the headline really covers this, but the incident occurred Sunday in DeLand, about 40 miles north of Orlando, where 38-year-old Alex Kudlek fired multiple shots that struck a neighboring mobile home and a fence surrounding it, according to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. The family inside the home, 3 adults, a 7-year-old, and an infant, had to take cover and call 911. Deputies got on the scene, evacuated the family from the house, and started searching the area. That's when they found Kudlek, an intoxicated neighbor on nearby Virginia Avenue who was shooting at a tree in his backyard. 3 shots went off, and then within seconds, another 10 went off.
Oh my God.
The window above my head was shattered, Salvador Sotelo told West TV. I was holding my newborn son basically like a football when I came out the room. I called 911, and as I'm on the phone, I hear more shots. By the time they got here, the officer heard another 3 shots, another resident said. When asked why he decided to shoot the tree, Kudlek told deputies, "I'm a dumbass."
Come on.
Kudlek was being held on $17,000 bond, is facing charges of shooting into a dwelling, using a firearm while under the influence, child endangerment, and criminal mischief.
What do people think?
Well, he's a dumbass. He doesn't think.
This blows my mind.
Yeah. Must be a great idea.
Oh, hey, I'm going to shoot at that tree.
Here's the best part. I watched the body cam footage before the show, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this dude is shooting at some giant oak tree.
Yes, that's
target
actually
practice.
exactly what crossed my mind.
Not in the slightest. This thing was young and new and like 3 inches across. It was a tiny fucking tree that he was shooting at. Of course he was missing and hitting someone's house.
Jesus.
Wasn't even a real fucking tree.
Jeez.
Oh, this is very Florida.
Yeah, that's dumbass thing.
Very. Such a fucking dumbass.
I did see one of the Florida reports that came out from after this weekend, or last weekend, and it said Florida man scores touchdown after being arrested before game.
Oh yeah,
and I just thought that was really funny.
That was Tyreek, right?
Yep, yes it was.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
It was like,
watch
else
that
would this
body cam
happen?
footage too. Whew.
That made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was dicey. Yeah. There's some cops on administrative leave right now. So
yeah. Well, they said it was like he had like 6 counts of aggressive force or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that officer. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little unnecessary. That was, like you said, that was uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah. So, anywho, way to go, Florida. Keep it up. All right, I think that's everything. I'm gonna hit some music over here. Gonna say, speaking of Florida, gonna say hi to Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hello. And everybody, next week, we have Steph, Miss Tipsy Socks, will be joining us. So come hang out with her. Last time she was very much Miss Tipsy Socks.
Very tipsy.
We'll see what beverages that she's had this time around.
She got.
Yeah, it was a good time. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. Cannot wait. She's always a blast. So come hang out with us next week. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic. And of course, at FlexMeaBeer _ in between. 805-538 beer. That's 2337. I think that's everything. Hope everyone out there is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.